Well, I was trying to show something, guys. I'm sorry. I was trying to show something. I just messed the whole thing up. I'm sorry. I had a scene. Okay, let's see. Let's see for the show. Show it on stage. You don't want to show on stage? I had something. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and try it one more time. But good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Counsel of the Day with Shanrae. I am Shanrae, and I'm going to try it one more time. I thought I had it set up, but you know how things go. And I have been talking this week about, of course, the month is the science behind the why we don't try. This week is embrace the suck. We did awesome on Tuesday night, and this is part two. But here, and please, this is a comedic thing only. Don't take it to heart. But I wanted to share this with everybody, and this is just a little bit a part of what I'm talking about on tonight. Those of y'all, I'm an Adam Sandler fan. And so I enjoy Adam Sandler. He's very comedic and very funny. But this is what I want to do.
You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck.
The boy has no skills. You schooled by a little girl.
You suck, you suck. Hey, boo.
So we're going to go on and get started. On tonight, we are on part two. This subtopic for this week is embrace the suck. Let me turn my sound down on my phone so when I watch you all on Facebook or Instagram or other things, it won't interfere with this. But I hope that everyone has had a wonderful week on this week, and we're going into the Memorial Day weekend, guys. I hope that you all enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I'm still trying to see what I'm going to do. I do know I'm going to make some potato salad, though. I'm definitely going to make me some potato salad. Okay, so this is something. All right, so let me go on here now. But we're going to get started. Enjoy your Memorial Day week. Okay, so that's why I needed to turn it down. All right, so let's get started. Y'all know I'm a degree counselor. I acquired my degrees from Shanrae University. We're going to move this on. That's my bio. And this is my scripture for the month. I'm going to maximize it, and then let me minimize it. It is Deuteronomy 31 and 6, the NIV version. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you, nor will he forsake you. All right, our key points for tonight. I'm going to magnify it. All right, the key points for tonight are how embracing the suck changes our brains and our lives. Number 2, pushing yourself to do hard things. It is a form of self-care, and we're going to break that down tonight. Number 3, your brain needs struggle in order to grow. Number 4, I see your point. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Number 4 is from growth comes happiness, pride, and satisfaction. And number 5, I see your point, but it is really worth the blood, sweat, and tears. So we're gonna move on into this, guys. Good evening. Hi, Mama Sarah. How you doing? Good evening, my Facebook friends, Instagram friends, TikTok friends, X friends, YouTube friends, LinkedIn friends. Good evening, everybody. All right, we're going to move this on. This is an open platform. If you want to ask questions, I will pause and answer them. If you want to share some scenarios, will stop and I will highlight that as well. Let me close something on here. I see. All right. So how embracing the suck changes our brains and our lives. Let me move this on. I'm actually going to maximize this a little bit. All right, and then we're going to go on and bring it back down. So there is a saying, guys, change of any sort, it requires courage. All right, courage and bravery are essential for making lasting and effective change within our lives. So while we may have goals for success, which I know I do, and I am going to highlight this. Let me Q-tip. And I didn't get a chance to put this in. I've been busy all day, busy yesterday. But I had we had a little quick seminar within my department at work on yesterday. And Q-tip, I loved how it was highlighted from my director, Queenie. And Q-tip means quit taking it personal. Quit taking it personal. And I said I was going to add it in tonight because a lot of times, even when someone who cares about us, when they highlight things like, you need to incorporate some other things to help you become a better version of you. A lot of times people take things so personally, like, oh my God, they was talking about me. Listen, we have to start looking at the fact when people care enough about us to actually mention, if you do certain things differently, or if you do it this way, if you incorporate this into your lives, you will be you will get to the goals you're trying to reach, and it will actually make you a greater version of yourself. So I am going to say periodically tonight, Q-tip, quit taking it personally. All right. So it says tonight that goals help us reach our success, greater happiness, and fulfilling relationships as well. We often do feel overwhelmed by the time and effort that change takes. Like, for instance, one of the things that was asked during our course yesterday at work was, what do you want to do in the near future? What is one of your goals? One of the goals I wrote down was that I want to complete my master's degree. I have 23 master's credits. When I was acquiring my master's degree, that's when my youngest sister passed. It was a very devastating time for me, and I was not able to finish school. And that's been some time now. I want to complete my master's degree, but I want to do it debt-free. So I'm trying to find a way. How can I do this? As maybe I can get enough grants to finish my degree, my master's degree, and make sure that it's affordable payments, and also have the time to do it. But this is it says taking the time and effort that making these changes that it demands. So here, there's no magic formula for change. Simply wishing and hoping are not enough. However, there are clear and concise steps that can increase our chances of success, guys. And y'all know, with me giving this counsel 4 times a year, I every 3 months, I give a whole month every Tuesday and Thursday nights. Listen, I'm very honest and sincere about helping others as well as myself to reach the goals that we want to reach and become the greatest person, the greatest me, or the greatest you can be. And I do this because it helps me bring awareness. So there are clear and concise steps that can increase our chances to succeed. Okay, it says with clarity, with conviction and commitment, change indeed is possible, guys. All right. So when the shift of our mindset from doubt to determination and surround ourselves with supportive people, we begin to believe in our abilities to improve and succeed. So as a result, we are more likely to challenge ourselves, persevere through some setbacks, and ultimately achieve our goals. So this sounds like success to us, right? Hey, Leisha, how are you? Hey, Chatty, how you doing? So now we're going to talk about embrace the suck, guys. The gift of starting small. So everything starts small, even negative things. Negative things that people apply into their lives don't just start one big, like whoop. Everything starts small. Every great thing starts small. A tree begins as a seed. A journey begins with a single step. Don't feel discouraged if your dream feels tiny right now, okay? It starts small and it builds up. Each small effort that we make is building something bigger than we can see. We have to trust the process. We got to keep moving forward. We need to celebrate our progresses, even if it does feel slow to us. One day, we'll look back and realize how far you have actually come. So every step that you take matters. Keep on going. You're building something beautiful, one piece at a time. Again, the gift of starting small. That's a gift of starting small. Is anybody here? Do y'all agree with that? All right. So now let's move on to pushing yourself to do the hard things. This is a form of self-care. Pushing ourselves when we do, like if Leisha shared on Tuesday night how she shared with me how when she was on week 1 and she heard about me jumping in with the thigh exercises and the new thigh walking plan and all of that, and it's a whole plan that comes with it. It's awesome. And it inspired her, and she's been jumping in and doing it. And I'm telling you, pushing ourselves to do the hard things, it is a form of self-care. Now, this research is by Anissa Narisma. All right, Dr. Arissa Narisma. I might be saying it wrong, but it's Dr. Arissa Narisma. Number 1, Dr. Arissa says, pushing ourselves to do the hard things is a form of self-care. Now, let's give the research. All right. She said that we do bubble baths. We made matcha tea sometimes every day. Committed to never skipping these things. Skincare routines we do. We'll feel great for a little while, but it doesn't heal whatever emptiness or void that's been filling us for some time, and still not feeling better. Finally, we made the verdict that self-care can be useless. It can be useless. Now, she said, wait, hold on right there. First of all, let's be realistic. She said a lot of us misunderstand what real self-care is. So we treat it like a one-time dopamine hit with buying a new drink, a nice treat, a quick escape, a nice car, a house, and hey, nothing wrong with that, she's saying. But then here's the catch. Sometimes what our brain fully craves isn't instant comfort from quick fixes, but the deeper pride and satisfaction from overcoming the hard things. So what does she mean by this? What do we mean by this? Alicia said, that's right. That's right. That motivated her to keep going. Girl, and you are doing, I'm so proud of you. I got to catch up with you now. Okay. So Dr. Alyssa says, what does this really mean? How can struggle and exhaustion, are supposed to make us feel better? All right. So number 2, she's saying that our brain needs struggle to grow. Well, we talked about that on Tuesday night. Our brain does need to struggle some in order for it to grow. When we push ourselves to do hard things, we're rewiring our brains to adapt to challenges. This amazing response is called neuroplasticity. We talked about that on Tuesday night. All right. The brain's ability to change and to adapt due to varying experiences. So have you ever been stuck? And this is a question I'm asking. Have you ever been stuck studying for an exam that feels almost impossible, or maybe fumbling with a new skill? Some people want to learn how to crochet. All right. In times like this, I've told you I'm still trying to learn how to sew. Okay, so in times like this, our brain the brain area that's responsible for processing emotions, processing thoughts, and sensory input is the ACC, which is that switch that switches on. Okay, so it helps us adapt and lock things in, what we're learning. And at the same time, our decision-making center, which is the prefrontal cortex. Y'all gonna hear me talk about the prefrontal cortex a lot. Hey, Dee Dee. Oh, she said yes. So this starts to light up as we start challenging ourselves with learning new things. I don't know hardly anybody that is learning something new and they master it as soon as they start it. You're a genius. You're something out of the ordinary. If you can do that. But most people, practice makes perfect. All right. So dialing up our self-control and setting the game plan to get us through it. It's like a paradox. All right. Struggling, doing hard things makes us better at doing hard things. Practice makes perfect, right? So number 3, from growth comes happiness, pride, and satisfaction. Now I'm going to pause here. I want everybody right now to think about the one hard thing that you did. Now it was a struggle, but when you got through it, how did you feel? And I must say something about my sister Desiree, Dee Dee. I was there when she went back to school, culinary school, and became a chef. And she took every step. I mean, from externship to internship to everything. She shifted her life for that time to accomplish her goal. And to this day, can nobody take that degree off her wall. I was at the graduation, Chef Didi. All right, Chef Desiree. And baby, when I said she already could cook, but going and learning the science of everything and different things like that, and learning the language and learning this, and then completing everything and like I said, doing that externship and everything like that, baby, we was all proud when she came back with her degrees and she walked across that. We was like, oh my God. Okay. So I can talk about the one thing that I witnessed for myself. Okay. Didi said, learning how to make cakes without classes, and now gardening. She's a professional gardener, y'all, without taking courses with that. It was a struggle. But let me tell you something. You go on her page, go on her Facebook page and look at her beautiful garden. You go on her page and look at them cakes, okay? This is what this is talking about, how we go from the growth, how from growth comes happiness, pride, and satisfaction, okay? So, okay, struggling doing hard things makes us better at doing hard things. So doing hard things may feel uncomfortable at first. Of course it does, but it comes with meaningful gains. Research shows that people who engage in challenging activities often report better mental health with lower levels of anxiety and depression. These experiences also strengthen our self-control and our focus. And since hard tasks require planning and discipline, overcoming challenges also gives our brain a natural reward. It feels satisfying and surely a mood booster. It even becomes our fuel for long-term motivation. Because if we can do this and finish that, then we can do something else. I'm telling you. So if you keep pushing yourself in the long term, our brain tolerance to challenge, it starts to increase, guys. And we stop avoiding hard tasks. We see it as an opportunity for growth. Instead of saying, oh my God, why is this happening to me? You know, okay. All right, no, I'm not doing this. I just can't. And when you tell yourself you can't, you are truly limiting yourself. Leisha said, what did Chatty say? I'm sorry. So, oh, hey, Chef. I see Chef 12 on Instagram. Hey, Chef. Leisha said for the last 2 weeks, she has been weight training, and she's never in her adult life, what does that say? She's never lifted any type of weight before. But girl, you lifting weights? You better go on. I like that. She is really challenging herself. Wow. And so, see, with her challenging herself, she's challenging herself more and more. She started out by working out. Now she's lifting weights, y'all. Okay. And that, oh my gosh. And when I say that muscle mass is going to tone her up so nicely, she's going to be wearing her two-piece this summer. Go on, girl. All right. So this means that when you stop avoiding hard tasks and see it as an opportunity for growth, this means consistently challenging ourselves. It builds resilience or mental toughness, training us to handle stress and also handling setbacks more effectively. Alicia laughing. So number 4, this is what Lord, I didn't. I'm so busy talking, I forgot her name. Okay, but this is what Dr. Anissa, she's saying number 4, she sees the point. You know how people say, oh no, I mean, it don't take all of that. It don't take all of that. Yeah, it does. It does take putting yourself in a different situation, an uncomfortable state. Yeah, she sees the point, but is it really worth the blood, sweat, and tears? You know, people say, well, her research says that she understands that people often get scared because a lot of times when people speak negatively, a lot of times they're speaking out of fear. Whenever, that's why you can't take advice from everybody, because one of the questions that hits the back of my mind, well, how can you advise or advise one way or the other? Have this something you've ever gone through? And even if you did go through it, it may be a similar situation, but not the same. And I may not get the same result as you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, Alicia says she's trying. A lot of times when people are speaking, girl, I wouldn't do it. A lot of times they're speaking out of fear. So what are you going to listen to? You're listening to this. Okay, don't listen to that. You have to decide what is going to work best for you, because you know where you're trying to go in life. Everybody, we may be on similar paths. Like, I can say this about me, and this is something I say because I have 5 separate platforms. This is one of them. I have my Music Indie Artist Showcase platform, my Music Indie Artist panel, where there's teaching, education there. I have my own artistry panel as an artist, a vocalist. I have my Counsel of the Day, and then I have my Cooking with Shanrae. And Chef Didi has been on that one, Cooking with Shanrae, that platform. But with these different things going on, it took me putting myself in different situations, learning. I'm not that technically savvy, but I pray about everything. Now, I do this. I'm not pushing this on anybody. That's what I do. I pray for strength, for guidance, for wisdom. Show me where to go. Show me how to understand what I'm looking at, what I'm reading, what I'm learning, and then show me how to apply it to make it work for me. So it's taken time down through the years for me to learn how to do certain things. It's been a whole lot of no-nos that's happened while I've done it, but I haven't stopped. I've had people actually say to me, girl, I wouldn't be doing it. Well, you still doing that? Yes, I am. I've actually decided that last year I'm not doing any of this anymore. And then I heard for me in my ear, oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are going to keep doing this. Okay. Didi said, if anyone lacks wisdom, let him ask. Exactly. And that's what I do. So, yes, it's easy to talk ourselves out of doing something that is going to help us to be the better version of ourselves. But who are we going to listen to? You know that old cartoon where you got the devil on this side and you got the angel on that side? Which one you listening to? You going to listen to this one, the negativity, or you going to listen to you could do it. You could do it. Which one you going to do? And yes, it starts small, as we talked about before. It starts small. So we do see the point. Dr. Anissa said, we understand that often we get scared not achieving the results that we want immediately. See, a lot of times we want immediate results. But here's the cool plot twist. When our brain keeps pairing effort and reward, effort with reward, I don't care if it's the small steps, effort with reward, it eventually starts to see effort itself as valuable. And which means that even if things don't go as planned, the very act of trying can feel satisfying. So it is really worth it, because we're not just chasing results. We're building a new mindset, okay, which is called the effort paradox. Despite being costly, effort becomes valued because of the psychological payoffs that it creates, okay? So all of us have different goals that we're trying to reach. All of us do. But which voice we going to listen to? The devil over here, that devil, or the fictitious, or the angel? Which one we going to do? And the only way we can reach goals is if we try. And we keep trying. No, everything, we don't know how long it's going to take. I shared with y'all earlier about how I started after I graduated and got my dual bachelor's degrees. I immediately started with my master's degree, and I got all the way up to getting 23 master's credits. Then my youngest sister died. Well, that tore me up. I couldn't hardly function after that. I was faking it. But mentally, I couldn't hardly function because my whole world changed. My family's whole world changed behind that. And then life started happening. Boom, 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 back to back. But my goal is to complete my master's degree. I need to go back, but I have a goal too. I don't want to go into debt doing it. So I need to do research on getting grants and stuff and then see how much I can pay out of pocket. Then I have to manage my time, move my time around, because anybody that's gone to school knows that it takes a lot of time. You need enough time in order to do your studies, to do your work, to do your research, to do this. It's process, but I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. So in conclusion, Dr. Anissa said, giving ourselves grace and breaks is essential. Grace and breaks is very essential. But so is consistency, grit, and willingness to lean into discomfort or uncomfortable situations. So in the end, choosing the harder path, it isn't about achieving results a lot of the times, but it is about becoming the kind of person who thrives no matter what the result is. Okay, that's the real win. We did it anyway. We stepped out and we did it anyway. Lisha said, "That's right. Do the research." Exactly. Chef said. She said, "Hey, yeah." So. That's what Dr. Anisse said. Let's move to our takeaway. Before the takeaway, though, I think my website. Oh, I was talking so bad till I wasn't moving this. Let's move to our takeaway. I'm a magnify and then I'm a minimize it. Our takeaway for tonight is, it says, like building muscle, you need progressive overload and recovery. Challenge plus recovery equals resilience. And that's science and common sense. I'm going to say it again. Takeaway, like building muscle, you need progressive overload and recovery. Challenge plus recovery, it equals resilience. Science and it means setting meaningful goals that scares us a little bit or maybe scares us a lot, knowing the path is going to be hard, but also knowing that with effort, it has the power to change us. Now let's move to our quote. And we're doing good, guys. We're about finished. So our quote for tonight, let me open this. I love this quote. All right. And let me minimize it. The quote for tonight, I've been using it all month, is it is our duty as men and women to proceed as though the limits of our abilities do not exist. And this is by Pierre de Chardin. I'm going to say it again. Our quote for tonight, our quote for the month actually is, it is our duty as men and women to proceed as though the limits of our abilities do not exist. And this quote is by Pierre de Chardin. All right, so I'm going to open this up. This is for my fellow theorists, counselors, psychologists. This is where my research has come from on tonight. Let me open it. And I'm gonna minimize it. And I'm getting ready to do my service announcements. I do not get paid for this, but I'm very serious about helping people. Oh, Cole said that's a preach. Hey, Cole. All right. If you want to create a personal and professional transformation through expert coaching, www.betterup.com. That's a great place you can go and get paired with a life coach. www.betterup.com. Our next service announcement is ADA Plus Community, empowering adults with ADD, ADHD, and OCD to live their best lives. A different brain requires a different approach. www.adapluscommunity.com. Our next service announcement is, if you want a safe space to speak with a licensed professional online, BetterHelp offers affordable counseling sessions for individuals, couples, and also family members. www.betterhelp.com. All right, and we have 988 Crisis Helpline, where help is available 24/7. If you need to connect with someone that you can trust, if you know someone that's struggling, or if you yourself are struggling, it's okay to share your feelings. The 988 Lifeline provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people who may be feeling distressed, prevention and crisis resources for you or your loved ones, and best practices for professionals within the United States. 988 Crisis Helpline. All right. And this is one of my favorite organizations, Learning RX. And this organization has been around for well over 30 years, helping people with ADD, ADHD, and even just brain training and brain strengthening. So this Learning RX brain training offers a way to strengthen your thinking skills. All right. So the average adult or the average person who graduated from the Learning RX program, their IQ has improved at least 13 points during their period of training. They made significant gains in skills like working memory, long-term memory, and attention. So www.learningrx.com. And I tell you, I stand by this organization. They have been around for over 30 years, helping people, professionals, everybody. All right. Now, if there's a past Counsel of the Day with Shanrae, that series that you missed or you just want to rewatch, go to my YouTube channel at Shanrae Price. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, and then select any past series that you would like to watch. Again, my YouTube channel is Shanrae Price. And my last and final one for tonight is professional one-on-one counseling. So if you're interested in professional one-on-one counseling with me, I have been doing one-on-one counseling with my private clients for the last 14 years. And I have had like at least a 95% wonderful rate when my clients graduate. And not bragging or anything, but I'm excited about how the clients have taken their strategies and they have applied it to their lives, and their lives have improved tremendously. So again, feel free to contact me via any of my social media, inbox me on any of my social media pages, and I'll get back to you. Or you can email me at shanrae.price@gmail.com. I am a lifestyle strategist, and my aim is to aid you in your life's goals and your life's dreams. Listen, everybody, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Hi, Miss Jackie. How you doing? Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy your family. Do something for you. Do something different, guys. Remember, when we do things that are a little different, it helps stretch our brain. Our brain grows. So do something that you haven't done before. Go take yourself on a date. Go do something a little different. Go walk through a garden. Do something that you've never done before, and just enjoy yourself. If you don't have to work on Memorial Day, enjoy you. Okay, don't do no chores that day. Don't do that. Do something enjoyable, okay? Because we know we got to go back to work on Tuesday. I will see y'all next week for our final week of Counsel of the Day with Shanrae for May. And that's Tuesday and Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in on tonight. And again, this is comedic. Please don't take it personal. This is just a part of what I'm teaching on this week, the subtopic, Embrace the Suck. All right, guys. So enjoy. Thank you. See you next week for our last final week of Counsel of the Day with Shanrae. See you then. And I'm going to end with this.
Hey, ho. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck.
The boy has no skills. You schooled by